Thank everybody for tuning in. Normally, I do like a midday sports report, but we're going to get this thing going one way or another. We really got to just continue to stay focused and still know that we got a way to make this thing happen. I'm going to try to jump on to
for 142 yards. Crazy. They rushed for 34. Is that Law Nation in the building?
Yes, brother. What's good, fam?
What's cracking, lagging, brother? Just reading off some of these stats, man. 45 minutes and 33 seconds of time possession, Law Nation. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, yeah. I might have to turn mine down. I got an echo on my end, but can you hear me?
I can hear you good with no echo, so it's probably just your end.
Okay, good. I'm simulcasting my channel too, so you're live on the Nation as well.
Cool. What up, Nation? Just reading off some stats, man. Offensively, we threw for 434 yards. The Eagles threw for 222. We rushed for 142. The Eagles rushed for 34. So we were clearly the more dominant team, but I think with the turnovers and the little offensive woes or whatever, that's the only time that the Eagles really put the ball in the end zone, man. So like the problems that we having, it's not like we having problems that we can't fix. We just got to fix problems with efficiency. We got enough skill to do it. We're one of the better teams in the league skill wise. We just got to be more efficient when we do these things. Law Nation.
Yes, indeed, man. With the level of offense that we got, it's just going to get better because I heard another caller, I think that was on there. They're saying, okay, they need to help out with Dak. What can be fixable? I'm telling you what can be fixable. When Tavon Austin get back, we forgot about that weaponry, right? And then this young tight end core that we got is learning on the fly. And we're seeing that with a tight end that's making those catches, is always the young quarterback best friend. So the intangibles of what Dak Prescott brings is just far beyond what we can think of at this point.
Mm-hmm. Glad you said that, young Law Nation. Intangibles. I was making the example earlier before you got on the show. I was talking about Peyton Manning, in which I think Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't want to hear the Tom Brady talk. I really ain't trying to argue with you. But if Peyton Manning was a little more clutch, imagine how many more Super Bowls he would have won. You know what I mean? So if you think about young Dak Prescott and what he's missing things that are going to come with time. It's not like he can't play the position. I think he's the second most winning quarterback since 2016, second behind Tom Brady. You look at young Dak Prescott and what he's missing. Dak just got to get better at anticipating throws. He got to get better at feeling pressure in the pocket, stepping up, moving around. He got to work on like his overall calm at the quarterback position. You know what I mean? When Dak fixed these small little things that come with time, because people seem to forget that he ain't even had a whole 3 years in the league yet. But when Dak fixed these little things that come with time, these things that are fixable, then we good to go. Dak got things that you can't teach other people. Dak is clutch. Yes, Dak is fearless. Dak is tough. That run when Dak was going for the first down, he dived and got hit all up in the air, and Cat hit him all in the hip bone that you knew Tony wouldn't be able to get up from. Or that when Tua Tagovailoa gets sneezed on, he falls and can't get back up. Young Ryan Dakota Prescott is tough. He takes hits. He's healthy. We ain't really seen Dak get hurt like that. He's healthy. He's a leader. He's clutch. He's nasty in the fourth. He's fearless.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
You can't teach that stuff, man. While you up here trying to draft another quarterback, you don't even know if they got those intangible traits. You know what I mean? Dak just got to fix the brain stuff, and you know that'll come with time.
4-1 against Carson Wentz. So
man, look, Law, I don't want to hear nothing else from the Eagles, man. I went in the kitchen, swept my whole kitchen. I jumped on the stove, swept the counter. Pulled out my Swiffer wet jet, wet swept the daggum kitchen, man. The Eagles aren't allowed to say anything to us. No, anything to us till 2019, Law Nation and Laws Nation. Eagles ain't allowed to say nothing to us, man. I don't want to hear it.
I mean, yes, and then on top of that, this defense. Man, I heard of somebody saying, like, we're not getting the takeover, we're not getting turnovers. Don't discount the 3 and outs, man. Do not discount that. That to me personally, field positioning and things like that, this young defense, this defense still young. And also, like you said, when Byron Jones got beat on that one play, give me that. I would rather for him to get beat on that one play to a wide receiver that got speed out there. And outside of that, that's what I would take that any day. One play out of a game, out of 3 or 4 games, that's good.
What out the year?
That's the whole year. Yeah.
Byron ain't getting no big plays up this year, and he still hasn't given up a touchdown, man. So sure, man. Nelson Aguilar got behind him, and you know Byron got in trail mode. He just trailed a little too far, man. But boy, you should have seen the Cowboys. Man, what's wrong with Byron, man? Nothing wrong with Byron. It happens. Shut your face.
Yeah, give me that all day, man. And then on top of that, man, Ezekiel Elliott, the way he's taking control of this offense, man, we got the tools. And then if you can just turn out, I know you don't rarely listen to ESPNs of the world, right? And the first fakes and all this stuff. They're saying, oh man, this defense is elite now. What we've been saying all offseason about your son, Randy Gregory, and those boys. You've been saying it all offseason. This team is going to gel. They're going to get these sacks. They're going to be able to create that pressure and causes everybody in the nation and the NFL to see that this defense is for real.
We had a top 10 defense last year. And we added Randy. Jalen's more healthy. We added Van Der Esch. We got Woods playing free safety now. I think that fits him well because he can switch between box and range or whatever, but he's playing well there. Plus, guys just get better by the year. You know, guys just get better and better by the year, man. We added Dorrance Armstrong, pretty good rotational piece, man. Of course, his defense was bound to be top 5. Anybody would know it. Just put the writing on the wall, man. I don't even know how to feel about David Irvin, man. I heard David Irvin foot don't even hurt no more, man. I heard he's just out right now.
I mean, he checked out mentally, man, and that's the craziest thing. We're not at full strength. We can argue the fact that we don't have the Tavon Austin on the opposite side of the football, like the offensive side, right? And we missing a Dayton Jones who was like the offseason training camp hero if he's still on his team. And then I'm talking about Belly Irvin, David Irvin, the guy, if he can just get his mind together. Ooh-wee. And then, did you remember last year when everybody was talking about, Jalen Smith is trash, we made a mistake with him, and look how he's growing too. So I'll be remiss to add that point in. I'm not gonna let everybody make it, but you know,
I ain't trying to listen to these people, man. I ain't trying to listen to these bottom feeders out here, man. I ain't dealing with that mess, dog. If you look at it, dog, I don't know who the hell, like when the 80% roots for the team, I don't know who the hell they rooting for because they don't want Dak here. They was about to get rid of Zeke last year because he was punching a DJ in the mouth. They didn't want to trade the first for Amari Cooper. Dadgum, they ain't want Michael Gallup because they wanted to trade up a third to go get Derwin James. Damn it, they ain't want Van Der Esch in the first. Didn't want Jalen in the second. They wanted to get rid of Byron this offseason before he started playing corner. They trying to get rid of Cheeto this goddamn year. They wanted to go get rid of Jeff Heath for the 31-year-old in Seattle that can't play. That can't stay healthy. Earl can play, but he can't stay healthy. He got hurt the last 3-4 years, and they trying to get Jeff Heath up out the paint, and Jeff Heath did just fine. They still asking questions about do you want to pay DeMarcus Lawrence? They still thinking about do they want to pay DeMarcus Lawrence? They didn't want Randy Gregory, trying to get Malik Collins about the paint. Who the hell do y'all want on this team?
Man, for those who don't understand who this is, it's Voch Lombardi, the voice of reasonings that I'm listening to right now. Man, this is better. If you guys don't smash that like button, if you don't share this to a friend, a neighbor, or a foe, I don't know you because this Voch Lombardi is dropping the heat. Man, it's hot. Make me want to take off my coat, man. Look, boy, you just put it on there. What you call it, the nipple?
The nipple on the titty. Who the hell do they want on the team, man? Who you want? What do you want here?
Oh, buddy. And then if we go back, I remember when you're in the beautiful, and I'm talking about the beautiful April Stanton when she called in with the Palmer song and everything. You know what I mean? When she said the fixable things, right? We already know that I'm not trying to say that Dak Prescott is better than these guys, but we can already know that Matt Ryan, there's nothing else that he can fix, right? There's nothing else that Matthew Stafford can fix, right? There's nothing else that Carson Wentz, quote unquote, first round draft pick can fix. But we can look at Dak Prescott and say, man, oh man, as soon as everything goes into click into places, the guy got 17 touchdowns with his legs. That's 106 points, give or take. You cannot discount that. And then on top of that, the guy is able to just, once he gets on the same page with your son, I'm talking about number 13, Michael Gallup. Once he gets on the same page with him, Ooh. And then Tavon Austin. Oh my goodness. I'm not even mentioning Amari Cooper at this point.
I was talking last night.
Go ahead, talk to me.
I think at some point Dak was, he was always looking for Beasley. Dak actually spam passes to Beasley a lot, and I would think about it and be like, okay, well that's because he's the only man cover beater that we got. You know, those guys line up in cover one. You got to have ball placement to get the ball to Dez Bryant. You know, you got to put the ball in the right place for Terrence Williams to catch it. You know what I mean? They aren't nuanced route runners, man. They aren't necessarily man cover beaters. They beat it in different ways, right? But when you add guys that are nuanced route runners, you know, Cooper's a nuanced route runner. Gallup is a nuanced route runner. You know, I'm starting to see Dak go a lot away from Bees now.
Yeah.
We see Gallup getting a lot more targets than Beasley used to, because we used to say that Beasley was the number one receiver. We used to consider him he's the slot guy. He's not the X or the Z or nothing like that, but he's the number one receiver because Dak goes his way the most.
Right.
Well, Dak is looking at the X and the Z now. He looking at the flanker now. He looking at the split back now.
Woo!
You know, he ain't looking at the slot guy no more. So it's interesting to see. I think Bees is kind of phasing his way out of this offense. And I mean, you know, he'll catch a pass here and there, but this Gallup team now, man, Terrence Williams.
You know what? I've got to say this, and please don't crucify me, Cowboys Nation. I love you guys. Y'all know I bleed silver and blue. I love Beasley, but he's becoming a Jason Witten. When he catches the ball, is zero separation. Although he can turn up field, he get the short area quickness to get that space, but he's always getting hogged down, man. And trust me, I would rather for Beasley to catch that ball. But come on, think about this, Cowboy Nation. The moment we get another guy, don't sleep on this other kid that's from Boise State, Cedric Wilson, because we love what we seeing from the quote-unquote Michael Gallup. But next year, I'm telling you, man, and Allen Hurns, I love what he's doing too. But these two, Beasley, Allen Hurns of the worlds, maybe you can sprinkle in Terrence Williams. They may be gone next year.
Possibly.
Yes.
If you look at what this wide receiver core is probably going to be, we're probably going to like draft one more guy just to have the young guy depth. I mean, it'll be like a fifth round guy, something like that. But it's going to be Cooper Gallup. I think Hurns is going to be here. I think Noah Brown and Cedric Wilson. I think those are your five guys. And I think Lance Lenoir is going to be up out of here. I think Cedric Wilson is going to be a new Lance Lenoir, maybe a better Lance Lenoir. And I think we're just going to draft a guy to keep him on the bench practice squad, let him kind of do his thing there and work from there, man. I think the old garb of receiver is up out of here. But I'm trying to draft some offensive linemen.
I know, man. You told me last night. I was sitting here like, hey, Voch, man, what about a running back? Maybe we can get lucky like the Saints did with Alvin Kamara. Maybe we can find somebody deep.
I almost cussed Law Nation Smooth out when he said he wanna spend one of our only early picks on a running back. Can we get lucky and find a third round running back? No. No. Draft a running back in the 7th to get out of my face, or get an undrafted guy and get up out of here. I'm trying to spend that second or third on a D lineman and an O lineman. They can pick which one. They can pick which side. You look at our DBs, we fine. You look at our receivers, we fine. I want depth at our O-line and D-line. That's what I want.
Somebody told me to look up his name. He's the tight end for Ole Miss. I can't stay at Ole Miss. But they told me to look him up. He may be a guy. Remember, I always say the tight end is the extension of the offensive line. Are we cool with the tight ends that we got now? Do we want to develop those guys, or is Rico next year going to be the blow-up guy? What you think?
I think I'm fine enough with the tight ends that we have. I'm not trying to. There's a guy coming out of Iowa. It's actually two guys coming out of Iowa, really. Noah Fant and the other kid with the long name that I don't remember yet. I'll know it in March. When draft season is like for real. But they're the only tight ends that are really worth looking at. If you're gonna draft somebody else, you might as well stick with Schultz and Swain and Gathers. Jarwin might be out of here. Who knows? But I'm not trying to draft nothing early. but my offensive line and my defensive line. Law, I'm standing steadfast here. Dawson Knox, man, that's the kid the kid you was asking me about. I like Dawson.
Yeah.
Knox ain't gonna block nobody, man. Knox ain't no blocker out here.
I'm gonna throw some more hate at you, man. Noah Brown is all blocking.
Fine. Noah Brown is our blocking tight end. Ooh, we don't need a kid that's gonna come up in here and not touch nobody. We don't need that. Nah, we already got tight ends. It's the person that probably recommended that to you. They're probably somebody that just want to do something different at the tight end position for the Cowboys. They see Ingram, or they'll see OJ Howard can block.
Kelce, one of those type of guys.
Kelce, they want a receiving tight end. Ertz. That ain't what we do, man. That ain't what we do. It ain't us. It's not me. It's not Payne. You know what I'm saying? So, no.
You got anybody hot on that phone line, man?
Yeah, man, we got some people here, man. Somebody left, but they be back.
Bring them in, man. I want to hear what they got to say, man. This your show, man. I'm just jumping in on my lunch break. That's how dedicated I'm in for you, man.
Let's get into the phones then. The number to call in is 515-739-1285. Access code 309104. If y'all want to hop in, we got 559. Who this?
Man, what's going on, Voch? What's good, bro? How you doing?
What's happening, bro? Let me ask you a question, man. What the water taste like over there today, man?
Tastes good, man. It always tastes good after a Cowboys win. You know how we do.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. What you got for the show?
Hey, man, I'm just worried. I'm worried about the injury to Zach Martin, man. What happened? Is there any word on Zach Martin? Have you heard of how severe his injury is going to be looking forward?
Well, the leg that was hurting was the leg that was already hurting, but there was no further damage to it. So he'll probably just be resting up. If it was me, we ain't got to deal with a guy like Fletcher Cox no more. I would arrest him for Indy.
Yeah.
I would arrest him for Indy. Give him a good 2 weeks out. Come back versus Gerald McCoy, Vita Vea, Jason Pierre-Paul, those guys. Have them ready for that game. But we don't need him versus Indy, man. Let Connor Williams and Xavier Su'a-Filo run the guards, and we'll be good.
Man, I'm telling you, I was watching when Connor Williams came in the game yesterday. I was impressed. He did all right. I mean, but you look at Fletcher Cox compared to, that's a big boy there in the middle. I didn't realize how undersized Connor Williams was until I saw him next to Fletcher Cox. I said, holy crap, this guy's going to get his lunch money taken.
And you know what? But this is my thing, though. And I'm kind of happy that it happened yesterday. Because Cowboys fans been getting on my nerves by my son, Connor Williams. Well, he can't block Fletcher Cox. He gets beat by the bull rush. Let me tell y'all something.
Who can?
Fletcher Cox beat Lael, Zach, Connor, Su'a-Filo, and Joe Looney yesterday. Everybody lose to Fletcher Cox. But when Connor wasn't responsible for blocking Fletcher, Connor looked good getting to the second level. Connor looked nasty getting to the second level. Those outside zone plays where he had to hook and take over and let Joe climb to the second level. Connor was nasty overtaking the one tech there. He was nasty cutting off the backside defensive end. Connor puts the nipple on the titty for me. He just can't block Fletcher Cox. A lot of people cannot, but I think Connor be fine.
Yeah. Another thing, man, real quick, is I just want to say I'm really proud of the secondary, man. The Morris Claibornes, the Scandricks, the Brandon Carrs of the world that were out there on this team. You just were waiting for them to get beat either across the middle or the big play given up, on the outsides on the 9 routes. Those days seem to be over. I'm really happy with what the secondary is doing. I don't know what impact, Richard, if he's going to be sought after this year for maybe a head coaching position, but you just got to be happy with what you see on the back end of this team. I mean, the offense is a work in progress. Dak has his struggles. I'm not a big Dak hater. I'm not a big Dak apologist myself. I like what the boy does. He's a big quarterback. He's going to make mistakes, but he doesn't get hurt. And, he doesn't get frustrated either. You don't see him getting frustrated out there, which is important. But I'm just really proud of the team, man. I appreciate what you do. You're one of my favorite YouTubers out there. Keep up what you're doing, man. You always keep it real. I'm glad you weren't like another YouTuber out there wanting Earl Thomas. I mean, think about this. If we would have went and got Earl Thomas, where would this team be right now? Saying that he stayed healthy. This offense would not be where it's at if we would have went and got Earl Thomas. Point blank, man. Keep up what you're doing, man. I'll listen to you off here. Thank you.
Salute, brother. Yeah, some people did want to give up the first round pick for Earl Thomas. God damn, would that have been a disaster? Oh boy,
no doubt. He's not worth the first, but he is. He probably still be on his team next year. So it's just one of those things. He's going to be free 99 next year. I don't know whether or not they're going to make that move. He got to take a hometown discount if he continue to do the things that we're doing now, though.
That was my whole notion, man. I like Earl as a player, but I wasn't trying to give up draft capital to go get him. I refuse to want to give up a first or a second round pick. I'm really picky about my draft capital. And I'll even say I was kind of iffy about going to get Cooper for the first round pick. But boy, look, I said earlier before you jumped on, boy. I said, hey man, I want to call the Raiders and see if I can send a fifth over there. just for goodwill. Hey man, y'all want a 6 or something just to kind of
conditional right there. Give you something to help y'all out because this look crazy right now.
Listen, man, Amari Cooper is on pace to get 1,000 yards in 8 games with us. On pace.
Nasty, man.
Which is crazy. From Tennessee to projectedly New York, he could get 1,000 yards with us, dog. Which is wild. Half the season, which is wild.
And shout out to Raider Nation because this is the thing with the Raiders. They thought for sure they're gonna get like, man, the Cowboys looking trash right now. That's gonna be like at least a 3rd overall, a 4th overall, maybe a 6th or 7th overall pick. But guess what? We're winning. Chicago's winning, and then the Raiders fooled around and won yesterday. So,
and you know what though? To be fair,
yeah,
I know a lot of people want to talk about first round picks and how valuable they are. This is my thing about the Raiders. The Raiders gave up Khalil Mack.
Ooh.
And the Bears look way better than what they did at first. They're a playoff team.
Yeah.
They also gave up Amari Cooper. Boy, the Cowboys offense wasn't even close. We weren't. I don't even think we're a playoff team without Amari Cooper, man. Because some of the, we would lose some games without Amari Cooper. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. I mean,
those trades made both those teams clear playoff teams. Clear. Like the Bears probably would have made the playoffs without Mac, but clear playoff team with Mac.
They're +5.
The Cowboys will probably be fighting for the 6th seed or something. Hoping that the Eagles drop some games, maybe one of those 8-8 playoff seasons or what. We're clearly a playoff team with Amari Cooper. It makes you think that if the Raiders would have just kept Cooper and Mack and figured everything else out,
but let's look at this right here, Voch. The Raiders are doing everything that the 80% would like for us to do, to get rid of our receiver, to get rid of this defensive guy, and to try to figure out how to get some more draft picks, to get rid of Dak Prescott. That's what the 80% of the Cowboy Nation, not talking to those that's right now that's live on Voch Lombardi page, but I'm talking about the 80%. That's what they wanted, right? And then on top of that, they wanted the coach for the Raiders, right? You remember they said fire Jason Garrett and bring in Gruden?
Cowboys fans, the 80% of Cowboys fans did want John Gruden up here. They actually considered John Gruden up here. That's a great point, Law. Everything that the 80% kind of want from Dallas is absolutely going on in Oakland. Oakland just letting go of everybody and spent big money on a new hot name head coach, somebody that's a hothead that's gonna cuss at the players, somebody that's angry and not clapping and shit. You getting what you want. You getting what you want. Somebody with a Super Bowl pedigree. You getting what you want. Goddamn. Y'all gonna learn today. Y'all gonna learn today. I got another phone call, man. This is Cardinal fan who is actually a Cardinals fan, but he's a Cowboys fan. What's up, Cardinal fan?
Salute.
Hey, everybody. This is Cardinal fan. This is the Real Law Nation calling back. How everybody doing out there in Radio Land?
Hey, the Real Law Nation. What's good, man?
What's up?
What's good, bro?
Oh, man. I just been getting it in nonstop. Just wanted to give a shout-out to all the ladies listening today.
Sure.
Make sure you check out my podcast, The Real Law Nation.
Sure.
Go in depth as well on the Cowboys. Before I get out of here, I just had a little ditty for you guys to pay attention to, maybe listen to. Goes a little something like this. Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so lonely. Get you out of my mind. It was all I need.
Carter, shut your ass up.
You're listening to the Soft Soul.
You understand me.
Carter,
I don't give a damn about. Hey, for real though.
you don't get your ass
fan, boy. That's my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but got the dedication to support the nation. That's what I'm talking about. The real Law Nation is in that thing. That's what I'm talking about. The Cardinal fan. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Cardinal fan on the real though. How about your boy Dak Prescott though, Cardinal fan? Talk about it. Yeah. I'm saying, how about Dak Prescott?
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I really just called in to say congratulations to you guys. You know it's popping off when Voch is doing a podcast at 6 a.m. So you guys are pumped up. All my Dallas friends are pumped up right now. I just want to say congrats. And, yeah, you guys kind of called it out. If anybody's listening, these guys have been calling it out for, I don't know, 2 months now. If you go back, even when the Amari Cooper trade went down, I saw you guys did a nice little breakdown together. And pretty much everything you guys have said has come true. So, yeah, people need to check the tape because these guys are prophetizing over here. But anyways, just wanted to say hope you guys have a great week. And, yes, maybe someday the Cardinals will get on that bandwagon. So we'll see what happens. But, hey, big ups, everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop some money in PayPal if you got it like that. And it's good karma. Let's help both of these guys with their dreams and goals. You know, we can have an impact with just a couple of dollars. So, Voch, Law, you guys are the real deal. Always appreciate it. And have a great week, man. I'll jump off.
Hold, before you go, man, you got to do the closeout line. And remember, go ahead. Let me hear it.
What's that?
And remember, you're listening. Go ahead and let me hear it.
Law Nation has a little closing line that goes, remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. So you got to say that as
okay,
fake Law Nation.
Let me do that. Mustafa Sr. coming at you live and direct. What was the line again?
Remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. You're listening to nothing but the best.
Remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Woo! Boy, that made my day. I can't wait till I get back to work. Boy, Cardinal fan, man, you always number one in my book, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. We got some super chats here. We got a dime from Steven Benzick. It's going to be the Bears versus the Cowboys in NFC Championships. Calling it now. Boy, won't that be interesting? Won't that be
Voch, before you say anything, man, wouldn't that be nice if Amari Cooper able to catch a ball or a slant against Khalil Mack and then just go upfield? And, man, that would be nice, won't it?
Oh, boy, the Raiders. Oh, the Raiders.
Go ahead, Voch.
Oh, that's what y'all wanted. We have 8 from Toot Robinson. Salute to 8. Salute to Voch. You're good at what you do. Thank you very much, sir. Ahmed Chiabi. That might be Hybe. Ahmed Hybe. He dropped the 5 in the super chat. Amari Cooper, 922 yards this season, 78 more to reach 1,000. Man. Adrian Lindsay dropped 2 deuces in the super chat. Look at film. Look at Gallup's film. He loafs too much. Sometimes it's a setup. Sometimes, he has nothing to do with the raw combination, but he does. Yeah, that does happen. But it's common though. And Toot Robinson dropped another 4 in the super chat. If we clinch against the Colts, would you rest Zeke? Nah, I think we learned in 2016. I ain't trying to rest nobody.
Right,
I want to keep our backs against the walls. I want to keep us in gangster mode. I want to keep us upset, mad, and angry. We'll rest in the off season. So, Law Nation, you want to take some more calls?
Yeah, man, I love this, man. Let's grow this thing. Y'all hit that subscribe button, share this thing. And, hey, we waiting for them phone calls. We want to hear your thoughts and your opinions, not ESPN. We want to hear what you guys got on your mind.
There you go. The Raiders fired GM McKenzie. Reggie McKenzie. Damn, brother. Damn, dog. Boy, you see what Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper do. You just go fire. Boy, y'all crazy. Damn, that just happened. 609, who this?
Hey, yo, Voch, this is Luciano from New Jersey. What's up, baby?
What's up, Luch? What the water tastes like over there in Jersey, man?
It tastes like shit most days, but I'll tell you what, it tastes gold today, man.
That's
I love it out here. I live right in the crux of Philadelphia and New York. I'll be dealing with Eagles fans, Giants fans all day. You know, but today is a beautiful day to be a Cowboys fan, man. I've been meaning to talk to you. Shout out to Law Nation too, man. Keep doing your thing. I love it, man.
Appreciate you.
What you got? Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, man, that you know, most people don't give us credit for how many injuries we got during the season. People always talking Redskins, oh, their O-line's out. Man, they're going through quarterback struggles. Eagles lost to Jai, and you know, they ain't the same team, but you know, I just want to say, like, everybody's forgetting how many injuries we got to go through, and we ain't complaining.
Right.
A lot of people get that mixed up, and ESPN and Undisputed First Take, all that. I mean, I love when Skip gets to come out, pound his chest, but it doesn't really get talked about that much. I just kind of want to get yours and Law's kind of take on that.
Go ahead, Law.
Yes, they fail to realize that all through preseason, Dak Prescott had yet to throw the ball to any of these receivers, and it took time. The first 2 or 3 games, he wasn't on page with those guys. And then on top of that, you had injuries that's on this offensive line that everybody kind of mislooked at. And then on top of that, the tight ends, they are still learning. They're still developing. So, yes, for us to be 8-5 at this moment, shout out to Voch Lombardi for just keeping everybody on the right positive mindset. Even when we was 3-4 and 3-5, he continues to say, "Hey, all we got to do is just continue to gel well, and this thing will turn out to be what we're looking at now." So yeah, you're 1,000% correct. The ESPNs of the world and the first fakes and the first snakes or whatever, and Undisputed and with Stephen A. Smith and all those guys who think they know football, they fail to realize the fact that the cards that were dealt with Dak Prescott were not the same as the others.
Thing about it is,
also,
thing about it is that when you come to these YouTubers, and I'm gonna constantly pound our chest, man, because that's just who we are. We give information based on what we see watching the film, doing research, pounding numbers, right? When you watch these guys from ESPN, like, stats are given to them, opinions are given to them. They only watch the game one time. Skip Bayless ain't got time to watch film. I made how many film sessions I made last week for the Saints? Like 7.
Right, over 80 snaps, man. You was doing it.
I've broken down 50 or so snaps, you know, last week, you know, for the Saints game, whatever. The mainstream media, they don't have the time to do that. They don't have I would say they don't have the desire or the effort to really do it. You know, you may see Brian Baldinger, he may, you know, put out a little something for the thingamajig, but they got to be responsible for the whole machine. You know, we're Cowboys content. We're looking at nothing but us. So sure, I'm gonna pat us on the back and say, yeah, we're the ones giving the best Cowboys content anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, listen to the daggum Skip Bayless. Man, I'm trying to hit it.
Yeah, it's always good to see, you know, back and forth on that, though. I mean, it's kind of just unfortunate because they, you know, there's a double standard that don't get applied. They got time enough, I guess, to look up who's hurt on the Redskins and the Eagles, but when it comes to us, you know, a lot of people forget Sean Lee's out. You know how terrible our defense was last year when Sean Lee wasn't out. Ain't no one giving us credit. I mean, it's the only one, I think, surprisingly, that's giving us credit for the lack of Sean Lee at the linebacker core is Shannon Sharp. You know, he thinks we got the tackling Dutchman out there, Jalen Smith, but, you know, that's probably the biggest resiliency that I've seen on the team so far is when Sean Lee's out, the defense don't miss a beat.
True that, famo. True that. You know, some people, and boy, Cowboys fans, wow, sometimes. Some people were like, oh boy, there go Van Der Esch. The more healthy Sean Lee get, the Van Der Esch looking kind of shaky now. And I mean, look, the Eagles didn't even get possessions, really. The Eagles didn't really have the ball. So if they ain't got the ball, of course, Van Der Esch can't make a lot of big plays because the Eagles didn't make a lot of plays on offense. So would you guys chill on Van Der Esch, please, if y'all don't mind, please? Cut it out. That's all you got, bro?
That's all I got, man. I appreciate everything you guys do. Salute. Hey, and, you know, Law, shout out to you. You're listening to nothing but the best, baby. Holla.
Appreciate it, Luke. Thanks for calling, bro.
Good call.
Good call. Yes, sir. Luciano from Jersey.
Man.
What are you, a wise guy? Huh? What are you?
Shemaine,
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I look funny to you, huh? Hey, buddy, what are you doing there? Boy, look, I thought he was trolling. He's for real, for real. I said, okay, well, he's not trolling. That's his voice for real. He rolls out of bed with that voice. Okay. Let's go platinum real quick. Keon, what's cracking, bro?
My back. That's
Yeah, man. You know, for those of y'all that don't know, Keon is one of my faithfuls. He's actually a Buccaneers fan. We're gonna have to see him in 2 weeks, but y'all almost got the Saints, man. What made y'all not get the Saints, bro?
We did not adjust. We thought we could do the same thing. I think that Dirk Cutter took over play calling again because we were very conservative, very.
Boy, you sound hurt.
You can tell when Dirk Cutter took. Yeah, it hurt so bad because the thing is, this year, I don't care, every single game that we were scheduled this year, we have a team that can win every single one of those games. But we let stupid thing after stupid thing come up and bite us in the ass.
So we're gonna beat the hell out the Bucks in 2 weeks? That's what you're saying?
There's no way that I can see us doing anything to anybody for the rest of the season. I think we should tank, but I don't see a reason why we would even beat the Cowboys at this point.
Oh boy.
Our offense can't move the ball when we let Dirk Cutter take over the play calling. We have OJ Howard, he's out. We have our left tackle, Donovan Smith, he's absolute trash. Caleb Benenoch was a practice squad guy that we promoted, so we don't have a real right guard right now.
Jeez.
We had the worst line game of the whole year. And that Saints team, we had them. That's the thing. We had all these issues, and we had them the first half. Then we started to play to lose. That's the biggest thing. You can see that there's talent on this team. This team can win games. But we have coaches that won't let it happen because they're selfish.
The coaches in Tampa Bay are selfish.
Style points, man.
Dirk Cutter wants to take credit for, I led this team the way I want it to be led. I don't care how, because the thing is, Todd Monken, when he calls the plays, we are a lot better. We look winnable. We can score 48 points against the Saints. That wasn't Dirk Cutter calling the plays during the games that we had great offense. You can literally look at some of our halves and tell, that's Cutter playing. He's calling the plays now. He switched it over to Todd because we are suddenly productive. The defense, thanks to Mike Smith being gone, showed out, but they got tired because we kept on turning over the ball. We kept on Santos. We kept missing kicks after James put him.
Y'all missing kicks out there, Keon? Y'all missing kicks out there?
Yeah.
From what I saw from the Buccaneers, Voch, they trying to do style points. And then on top of that, when you play prevent, you're preventing you from winning. And like he said, they have a little issues with the too many Chiefs, not enough Indians in the thing. And those style points are hurting the Buccaneers, and it's having a problem down the line. You can see those type of issues going on, especially when you look at it from the aspect. Look at the Green Bay Packers, right? They when they got rid of their head coach, they said, okay, let's go back to do what we do best. And then on top of that, with the Buccaneers, their issue was teams do this all the time. They scared to run the rock. But go ahead.
The thing is, it's not that. Well, yeah, he's scared to run the rock. But the thing is, we don't have this is the thing. Peyton Barber is a nice running back. Mm-hmm. He's a good number 2 guy in the league. He's a change of pace back.
Y'all ain't even got to start running, man.
But we got Ronald Jones sitting inactive.
Jesus. Right. Ronald Jones, the rookie from USC. What's going on with Ronald Jones?
They don't, for some reason, they don't want to get him hurt or injured because he's small and whatnot. So then they put him in packages where they can toss him the ball.
What kind of
shit? And then after that, he doesn't do anything. They don't allow him to. They don't put him on the field. They won't let him fail and get his knocks and then try to figure out how to play NFL offense. No, they just sit him on the bench. And I'm sitting here looking at our run game like, what are we doing?
Boy, Keon, that's depressing, man. I thought you called in to talk about the Cowboys, man. This hurting my damn heart, man.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm looking at the Cowboys, and I see defense that I really like. Honestly,
what else?
I'm really glad that Amari Cooper went out and he's showing out for you guys.
True.
He's looking really good. I did not expect it, but I'm glad for it. So that's all I gotta say for now. But if you don't mind, I don't have anything else to say unless you had a question for me.
Nah. I mean, so what you wanted me to just mute you and you just listen or something? That what you want?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, cool.
But it's good talking to you. It's been a little while, man.
Yeah, man, no doubt. You are still one of the faithfuls here. You still one of the GOATs, one of the generals. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you. But Keon basically called in and said we're gonna beat the shot at the Buccaneers. So. Beat the shit out the Buccaneers, boy.
Yeah, they misfortunes is our gain, man. I appreciate the confusion there.
Law, let me tell you something. My goddamn war call got me through the game last night, Law. I'm not gonna lie. I get it. Look, I know this. Well, it's not fictional. It's actually a Swahili war call or whatever. But it's from Black Panther Infinity War or whatever. Mm-hmm. But boy, when I play this, I get crunk, Law.
Boy, you gonna have me running through a wall, boy.
If we had this when I was playing football, forget about it. I'd have been a pro by now. Jeez. Let's get back to the calls, man. 469. What's happening? Who this?
Hey, this is Lady Ryder from Plano, Texas. How you doing there, boss?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Let me ask you, what the water tastes like out there in Plano, man?
Man, the water is always sweet after a Cowboys victory. I'll tell you that much.
That's what I'm talking about, man. What you got for the show?
I just wanted to ask your opinion. I don't know if you saw the quote on Twitter, but something about right after or before the play where Amari Cooper got that long ball touchdown. Mm-hmm. He was talking about how Scott Linehan called another stop and how Amari Cooper knew that they were going to stop the fit. The Eagles, that the Eagles knew there's going to be a stop. Yeah. And so he just told Dak, come on, bro. And Dak told him to just run the play. And then Dak audibled. Amari did the same, caught a touchdown, 28 yards. So I'm wondering, what do you think that says about Scott Linehan?
I got a good question for that, but go ahead.
Go ahead, Law. What you got?
In times when the wide receiver, and this is what I'm talking about, chemistry, that it takes time for that to develop. The chemistry between Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. Anybody knows when Michael Irvin, I think that they was eating up somebody, and he said, you know what? I'm going to go into the huddle, and I'm going to run Alvin's Harper route. I'm not going to sit there and run my route and not get the ball because they double the team and me. I want to get the shine. Michael Irvin earned that credit to do that. Now, when Amari Cooper heard the play that was called in from Scott Linehan, sometimes it's all about the flow of the game. Scott Linehan, as an offensive coordinator, he's way in the skybox. So what Michael Irvin did to Alvin Harper, he ran his route and the ball still went with Alvin Harper, and he was like, "Oh, that's supposed to be my ball." The exact same thing with Amari Cooper. Although they called a dig route or a hitch, and he said, "No, I'm gonna take it up the seam." Hey, guys, that's what I'm talking about. There's nothing to do with the play that was called. It was just about the execution that happened. This is what I'm talking about, Cowboy Nation. I just can't wait to Tavon Austin get back out there as well. We're going to see a little bit of opening up of the reverse sweeps and things of that nature. But go ahead, Voch.
Now, as a as a coach, I wouldn't have that. I had y'all ass running heels. You go out there and change my damn play. But like you said though, Law, it says a lot about where Dak and Amari is now. If you go back and listen to an interview, because the interviews will tell you so much, man. Like, don't be a regular Cowboys fan. Be a little extra. Go online and listen and listen to the post game joints. A couple weeks ago, Cooper actually complimented Dak and said that he likes that Dak actually listens to what he has to say. So if Coop sees a look, Coop is actually football smart. Let's not get a misconception there. So if Coop sees like a certain leverage, a certain coverage, he sees how a guy is playing the corner route, then Cooper will see it and adjust to it. Now, something I'm excited about when I go back and watch the film, I want to go back and watch the play that Cooper scored and see how he attacked it. Did he just run a 9 and win with speed, or did he fake the comeback and then go into the 9? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I want to see from Cooper. I want to see how he set guys up. So it's going to be an interesting week of film to kind of figure that out. But I can appreciate that Dak and Coop had the awareness to see something, make a change that'll work, and make it happen. Now, granted, it works, so we're patting them on the back. If Dak would have thrown an interception, then they're undisciplined, and we got to blame the coaching, and they just want to do what they want to do, all that type of stuff. But it works, so we ain't got to talk about that.
Hey, Voch, you remember last year when the punter, he saw what he's seen out there on the field, and he said, you know what? Hell with what the coaches said. I'm going to take this, and we call him the Punisher, right? He run that fake punt on his own. So sometimes players got to be players. Ballers got to ball. That's all I'm saying. But that's a good call. It's a good thought, though, man.
Good call, man. I wouldn't dare call Chris Jones the Punisher.
Hey, last year, that hit that he gave on somebody, he laid the wood, man. You got to give him some type of nickname, though.
I wouldn't dare.
He's solid.
No, I wouldn't dare call Chris Jones the Punisher. You wrong for that. Let's get into another call before I search for these interviews, man. 706, who this?
Yo, this is Rude. We're Rude.
What up, Rude? What you got for the show, man?
I just wanted to give y'all a heads up. You and Law Nation are my two favorite YouTubers.
Okay, appreciate it.
I just wanted to, call out for the Wolf Pack.
Okay. Are you a sheep or you a wolf? Okay. Keep going.
All wolf, buddy. All wolf. Woo! Yo, one more thing, Voch.
Yep.
We're going to fucking crush the Colts.
Okay.
Peace.
Okay. That's all he wanted. Okay, cool.
That wolf must have scared the hell out of him, did it? Can they hear that wolf on your end?
Yeah, I heard it. He didn't want nothing else. He just kind of wanted to step in to say his piece and get out. I gave you that.
That's good stuff. Good call, man. Hey, Voch, I got about 5 minutes. Go ahead and go with it, man.
All right, one more then. One more. 706, what's happening? Who this?
This is Jay out of South Carolina.
What's up, Jay? What the water tastes like in South Carolina?
Man, it's a little snow in some areas, but it ain't hitting on that. A lot of Cowboy fans up around this area.
I got you.
I just want to say, I think we got to give Jerry a lot of credit. Jerry Jones, man.
Yes, indeed.
A lot of people say Jerry delusional. He's just crazy on him, but he always put us in position. He always give us talent to work with. When he came out and said that the offense kind of remind him of the Rams, he took a lot of heat for that.
Yeah.
But I think that it's starting to look sort of like that if we can start to hit some of them missed throws a little bit and keep the running game going.
True. We'll get there. Blocking up front, connecting on D passes. We ain't that far away from it. Limited turnovers. You're right.
Yeah. And I just like the scouting department. What's the guy named?
Will McClay.
The general. Yeah, Will McClay. That guy right there. I guess he did his homework on Amari Cooper. They went down and talked to Nick Saban in Alabama. Saban said, "Go with it. Let's do it."
Yeah.
You got to get the Cowboys credit. Got to get the front office credit. I know a lot of people don't like Jason Garrett. They call him the clapper, but hey, he doing his job.
There's two things I want to point out, man. When you said Jason
I
Garrett,
don't care the offensive coordinator, but I don't care. don't skip for Scott Linehan.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, man. That's a good call, man. And two things I like to say, man. I'm glad you gave Jason Garrett credit because Voch Lombardi always been in Jason Garrett's pocket, man. And I've been on the fence, and I even said, forget about it. Let's go for another coach and things like that. And Voch always bring things home with it. Everything you need to know about Jason Garrett. One was when he went for it on 4th and 1 and during the overtime. People better not look over that. Just don't gloss over that. And then two, when he was at that press conference, when he said such and such, son of a bitch, you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep you PG-13. I don't want to cuss on your show, but you know how I go. But that's everything I need to know, man. So I don't care what else it is, wherever it is from here. Hey, I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, whatever happens, we in now. This the end game, Law.
We blood in out. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, I know I'm finna jump off your show, Voch, man. I really appreciate you for allowing me to jump on this platform with you. Cowboy Nation, y'all staying strong, silver and blue all day till the day we die. And on top of that, Voch, man, just continue to grow this thing. Support the nation, guys. Support Voch Lombardi and his whole entire party, man. He get this thing going one way or another. Appreciate you, man.
Plug your stuff, man.
Oh, man. Find me on Law Nation. Just type in LAW Nation on Google. You will see it there, especially on the Twitter. Just type in Laws with an S Nation and Instagram as well. And just hit me up, and I'll try to get back with you all. And remember, you're listening to Nothing But the Best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
We're going to keep going, though, man. We got a couple other things to get into. We got to finish looking at stats. We got some more calls. We taking your calls as long as you want to.
Yes, indeed, guys. I really appreciate all those who still live with me right now. Hey, let me know if you guys would like to continue to do this thing. I do have a little lunch break here so I can jump on in and talk Cowboys and stuff like that. Just let me know if you guys like that midday sports report. That was Voch Lombardi that was into this thing. But, hey, as you guys already know, one way or another, all we got to do is continue, and I mean to tell you, continue to stay positive, and let's get this thing going, man. Let me just go out with this beat right here because you already know. I cannot leave the rest of you all that's here with nothing. I got to leave you with something, right? And don't forget, leave this station and go to Voch Lombardi. Help him out, man. Support this thing. Hit that subscribe button and salute. Yes. You already know what we finna play. We finna get live like 95. You already know. All right. So just don't forget your coffee. Don't forget to tell a friend or neighbor or foe of how this thing go. Let's go. Yes. Stand to your feet. Still be part of the nation. Let's go, Cowboy Nation, one way or another. All we got to do is continue to grind, and the shine will be there. Let me bring my dogs out too. Yes. Yes. Y'all hear it. You feel it. Let's go. Hey, Cowboy Nation, one way or another. Let's go. And remember, you're listening. And I mean you're listening to Nothing But the Best. Salute. Hit that like button. Share this content. Yes, let's go, Cowboy Nation. One way or another. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I can't leave it to that joke coming. That joke coming right there. Victory Monday, yes. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Stand up on your feet, baby. Let's go.